Hello, my name is Waniya Locke, and I'm an educator living in Corson County, South Dakota. I oppose classroom censorship bills such as HB 1012 and HB 1337 because they're an attempt to discourage honest and open conversation about systemic racism in America and how it still affects marginalized communities to this day. I'm here to say that we will not be censored. As a Lakota language teacher, I have personally witnessed the positive impacts that the connection with Indigenous culture, language can have on Indigenous children. Being openly and freely to discuss our history and culture is vital for our healing of integrational trauma that has impacted every Indigenous family in South Dakota. Without the opportunity to learn the true and accurate account of our state, the country's history, many Indigenous children would be unable to access this path towards healing. There is a long history of suppression of education in Indigenous history and culture, not only in South Dakota, but across the country. It should be taught that congressional and state policies created to obliterate our language for our children. It should be taught that the United States government created the boarding schools that still exist to this day, where children were physically and sexually abused daily and forced into assimilation and forbidden from practicing their culture or speaking their language. It is impossible to properly teach lessons about topics without feeling discomfort or anguish. But those feelings are important because every student deserves to know the truth. Only when we know the truth can we reckon with our country's history and be able to begin to move forward. When I look at other thriving tribes that have faced the same systemic oppression, such as the Maori or the Hawaiian, these tribal people did not have cultural sustainable lives until their language and history was restored through the education system. This is the direction we need to go in forward towards society that embraces the truth of our history and empowers all South Dakotans to thrive. But our legislators keep pulling us back. HB 1012 and HB 1337 are designed to make educators question themselves and their ability to speak freely about some of the most important issues of our time. It is our duty to ensure that our students are receiving culturally relevant teaching, equitable resources, and enjoy a safe learning environment. Please join me in contacting our legislators today to oppose classroom censorship bills like HB 1012 and HB 1337.